Your network hosts are the Stoffler Chemical Company, Country Companies Insurance, and the nearly 1,000 Country Companies agents in the state of Illinois, and DeKalb Ag Research, and the more than 750 local DeKalb dealers supplying Illinois farmers with quality hybrid seed.
We're live at the Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana, where today we present Title Day in Illinois. For the girls' Class A championship, it's Kaneland's Lady Knights of the North colliding with the Massac County Patriots of the Deep South. Kaneland advanced past Quincy, Notre Dame, and Massac County eliminated Seneca, and that sets up today's first title try for either team. Hello again, everybody. I'm Frank Massoni, working today along with Ann Penstone, and we welcome you to the first of our two championship games today from this noisy and crazy Assembly Hall. In the game just completed, Quincy Notre Dame won the third-place position in this tournament by defeating Seneca 69-59. Quincy Notre Dame wins third, Seneca wins fourth. And now it's Kaneland and Massac County for the title go. And first of all, Kaneland and Massac County come from far different parts of the state.
You can't come any further than these two do, the north versus the south. Kaneland and Massac County are both very big teams, the two biggest teams in the tournament. They're very similar styles, but they have shown a tendency to be good running teams as well.
Let's talk for a moment about a key injury that happened yesterday to one of the starters for Massac County. Her name is Kathy Bradford, and what do you know about the injury that you can tell our fans and her status?
Now, Kathy Bradford is a 5'9" forward for Massac County. She's been a starter all year, averaging about 9 points per game. Her sister is their big gun, Joycelyn Bradford. She injured herself in the semi-state and super sectional with a thigh injury. Now it appears to be a groin pull, and it has not healed very well. And yesterday in warm-ups, with 3 minutes left, she pulled it again and was unable to play.
I saw her a little while ago in the tunnel leading to the floor here at Assembly Hall, and she was bouncing on it, on her toes a little bit, and she's telling her coach that I want to play and I'm ready. Can I jump now? And she's telling her, take it easy, take it slow, and maybe you can play. All right, let's talk about the personnel of these two teams a little bit. First of all, Kaneland, Ann.
Kaneland has an outstanding inside-outside game. Everyone's talked it about all year. They're probably the favorite for the state championship, and they definitely deserve to be here. Inside, they have 6'3" Leslie Hudgens, and outside they have the fantastic Leanne Machias, who can do everything and runs the tempo of the game.
So Kaneland has won 31 times coming into the game. Massac County has won 21 times, but where is Massac County's strength?
Now, Massac County also is an inside game. They go 6'1", 6'0" inside. They've got Carol Bramer, who yesterday put on a performance. She was 10 for 10 from the field and 2 for 2 from the line. Absolutely perfect for the afternoon. And they are big inside. They like to go inside to both her and Joycelyn Bradford, and they'll match up very well inside.
I think that many of the viewers would be interested for us to locate. We just said north for Kaneland and south for Massac County. Kaneland is actually in Maple Park, which is in the Elburn Sugar Grove area, right?
That's correct. I think some people consider it a suburban area, but I think it's a little bit far west for that.
Well, I think a lot of people will adopt them the way they play this game.
Oh, they are an outstanding basketball team. Anyone would want to have them as part of their home area.
Massac County city is at Metropolis, Illinois, and that is so far south that you're almost in Kentucky.
In fact, they played 4 Kentucky teams this year, including last week's state championship from Kentucky.
Okay, well, yeah, one of the losses for Massac County was to the Marshall County champions in Kentucky, and I should point out that Kaneland plays a lot of AA teams.
They played, I believe, 21 AA teams. They're in the Little 7 conference. They've won 56 straight in that conference, and 4 of the teams in the conference are actually AA schools.
What do you think is going to be the key to this game?
I believe it's going to be Leanne Machias. Her ability she had in the semi-state game for Kaneland, 2 for 19 from the field. That was her worst performance ever. She came back yesterday and just put on a tremendous show. If she can control the tempo of the game for Kaneland, it's going to be very difficult for Massac County to be able to move inside as much as they'd like to.
Well, we've talked enough. For the top of the show, it's Massac County and Kaneland coming up for the state championship in girls Class A. We'll be back with it right now. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. We're at courtside at the Assembly Hall moments before the game. We're with Coach Cindy Allmendinger of Massac County. And Cindy, congratulations first on coming this far.
Thank you very much, Frank.
When did you think this season you might have a team that would show up here in the title game at the Assembly Hall?
I think when we beat El Dorado in the sectional tournament.
Well, that hasn't been very long ago. Cindy, one of the things I think is important to our viewers and certainly to your team is what's the status of Kathy Bradford?
Well, we've iced down Kathy's leg last night, and they iced it down again today, and the trainer worked on her and put a wrap around it. She may get to see some limited action today, but she won't be able to go full guns.
But she would start if she was healthy.
If she was healthy, she would start.
Okay, will you describe just a little bit your Massac County team for the viewers at home who haven't seen them play yet? What kind of a team are they going to see?
They're going to see a team that plays inside a lot. We go to our big gals, Carol Bramer and Joycelyn Bradford, and then we have Janice Winford and Karen Anderson. Well, Karen was playing guard. She's pushed back to forward now since Kathy won't be starting. And Carol Burton, who played an excellent game yesterday, substituting in for Kathy. I think she scored something like 17 points and really gave us a lift.
She certainly did. Finally, what kind of problems does this Kaneland team present for you?
Well, basically with their big gal, Hudgens, I believe her name is, their inside game, and then their guard, number 22, I can't remember her name. Machias, yeah, right. She's a quick, aggressive ball player and a good shooter, and we're just going to have to watch out for her, too.
All the best to you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Cindy Allmendinger, the coach at Massac County, and coming in to join us now is our friend Rick Shire. Hello, Rick.
Frank, how are you?
Come on over here, and so the viewers can see, of course, Rick, the coach of Kaneland. And first of all, congratulations on your work so far. And I'd sure like to know, and I know our viewers would like to know, what kind of a team they're going to be seeing in Kaneland.
Well, we're kind of a strength ball club, a little finesse outside. We've got the big kids inside. Leslie Hudgens does a nice job for us. We've got a good little perimeter shooter in Leanne Machias, who's a nice little ball player. We try to push the ball up the floor when we have it. If not, we set it up, and we're patient.
What do you think the key is going to be for you in this Massac County title game?
Okay, we've had a little trouble with fouls. We're a little foul prone, so if we keep our big kids in the ball game, we got to control the boards. They have the two big kids down low, and they're tough. If we can do that, I think we'll do all right, Frank.
Rick, let's talk about defense just for a second. Will foul trouble make you go to more zone than you want to play?
We play zone quite a bit, so we're going to stick with that. We may change a few zones here and there, but we've had a couple of kids come in off the bench that have done a nice job for us all year, so we're ready.
I think you are. Will you tell the viewers what it's like to bring a team to the Assembly Hall and in the finals here and have the kind of crowd support and the student backing you've had?
I can't express it. It's just something that everybody dreams about. It's just fantastic. We're enjoying every minute of it. I think it'll hit us about Tuesday of next week what this is all about, but we're having a super time.
What are you telling your team right before the start of this game? What are you going to say to them?
Just hang in there, play your ball game, make Massac play the way we want them to play. Let the chips fall where they may and give it our best shot.
Final question, what about the tempo of the game? Are we going to see an up and down the court or fairly slow?
I would say I'm medium. I don't know. I don't know what to expect here, to be honest.
Well, I can say this. Congratulations on your work so far, and all the best today.
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Rick Shire, the coach of Kaneland, and we'll be back at the Assembly Hall for the title game in Class A right now. One of your network sponsors is Stauffer Chemical Company. Frank Bissoni along with Ann Penstone at the Assembly Hall, and you see how the teams that are going to play for this Class A title got to this game. Kaneland eliminated a very excellent Quincy Notre Dame team, 59-47. Massac County had more trouble, but prevailed over Seneca 61-57. And I think we ought to congratulate both of those teams too, Ann.
Oh, both those teams are outstanding. As Rick Shire said, the coach from Kaneland, that Quincy Notre Dame was definitely one of the best teams that they'd faced all year, and Seneca's put on a fine show as well.
Well, also want to remind you, while you take a moment here before the start of this game, to be with us tonight at 8 o'clock for the Double-A championship game, which will feature Chicago Marshals Commandos. They're undefeated against the 1980 state champion East St. Louis Lincoln Tigerettes, and the East St. Louis Lincoln men, of course, the boys, won the Double-A championship just a week ago. very appropriately, the Flora Band in the background just struck up a song. It's called The Horse, and there's a lot of horses around the boards in this game. Leslie Hudgens is a 6'3" starter for Kaneland, and Missy Olmstead is a 6-footer up front, along with a couple of 6-footers for Massac County. Ann, how do you think the battle of the boards is going to go here?
Well, I think what Rick Shire said about the foul trouble is going to be crucial. Leslie Hudgens is definitely their biggest player. She's an offensive threat. Missy Olmstead is an excellent rebounder, but has some difficulty scoring. So if Hudgens is out, there is a definite problem matching up on the boards with Massac County, who does an excellent job of blocking out inside.
Kaneland will be in the white, and you'll be looking at 42, Leslie Hudgens. There you saw a Kaneland team going down there. 42 in the white is Leslie Hudgens, and she is the tournament scoring leader starting today with 46 points in only 2 games. The second leading tournament scorer is Joycelyn Bradford of Massac County, and starting today she had scored 41 points in the 2 games. Massac County is an independent team. Kane County represents Kaneland's Knights, and they are from the Little 7 Conference. We'll give you more as we go along, and now we're ready to go down and meet the players involved in today's games. And now let's go to the Assembly Hall. Announcer, here's Tom Trent.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the people involved in our championship game. First of all, for the Patriots of Massac County High School, with a record of 21-4 from Metropolis, the head coach of the Patriots, Cindy Almendinger. Number 10, Kathy Bradford. Number 12, Sandy Wynn. Number 13, Shelley Logeman. Number 14, Helen Rhymes. Number 20, Marinda Pansing. Number 22, Susan Anderson. Number 24, Charla Giltner. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Patriots of Massac County. At forward, a senior, 6 feet tall, number 32, Joycelyn Bradford.
Second leading scorer in the tournament, averaging 18 points on the season.
At forward, a senior, 5'7", number 15, Karen Anderson.
Anderson replaces Bradford in the lineup, averaging 7.6.
Starting at center for the Patriots, a senior, 6 feet tall, number 34, Carol Bramer.
Averages nearly 13, had that sensational game yesterday.
At a guard for Massac County, a senior, 5'4", number 25, Jana Swinford.
Look for her to be the ball handler for the Patriots.
And a guard, a junior, 5'6", number 11, Carol Burton.
Big lift off the bench. Carol Burton gave them, averaging 7.3. That's the Massac County Patriots. There are their cheerleaders saluting the crowd. They are from Metropolis. Their enrollment is 706.
And now let's meet the Lady Knights of Kaneland High School from Maple Park. Their record, 31-1. The head coach of the Lady Knights, Rick Shire. Number 14, Dee Dee Didier. Number 20, Paula Byer. Number 24, Janet Andrew. Number 34, Nancy Fedderson. Number 44, Sue Baldridge. Number 50, Patty Hera. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Lady Knights of Kaneland. At forward, a senior, 6 feet tall, number 30, Melissa Olmstead.
Averages 10 points and 7 rebounds a game.
At forward, a senior, 5'10", number 40, Raquel Slay.
The class valedictorian, superb on the boards.
Starting at center for the Lady Knights, a junior, 6 feet 3, number 42, Leslie Hudgens.
Tournament scoring leader, averaging nearly 20 a game.
At guard, a junior, 5 feet 5, number 10, Amy Rink.
Good ball handler and quarterback.
And at guard, a senior, 5'7", number 22, Leanne Machias.
And Machias, one of the finest players in girls high school basketball anywhere, at 16.8 average score per game. The Kaneland Lady Knights are 31-1. The Massac County Patriots are 21-4. And we're going to have the action for you from the Assembly Hall. There's your officials: Ed Belva from Woodlawn on the left, James Lindsay, Carbondale on the right. One of your network sponsors, DeKalb Ag Research. In Maple Park in Kane County, you see Massac County of the Independent in Metropolis, almost to Kentucky. The North against the South. The excitement is ready. Kaneland, the Lady Knights, are in the white with black. 42 in the middle. There's your starting lineups: Olmstead, Slay, Hudgens, Rink, Machias, Bradford, Anderson, Bramer, Swinford, and Burton. The ball is in the air and the game is started. In red, Massac County, the Patriots with the ball. 25 is Janice Swinford, and we see a zone defense right away.
We're going to see a lot of zone defenses out of Kaneland. They like to switch. They play 1-2-2 and 2-3 primarily, however.
Joycelyn Bradford's first shot is not good. Carol Bramer went after the rebound and was tied up. And let's see who's stepping in to jump with her. Looks like Raquel Slay, 40.
She's the unsung hero of this Kaneland team. She does everything very well, but particularly as a rebounder.
Swinford outside with the ball, 25. Carol Burton, baseline right. A player fell down, and Burton pops it through.
That's a crucial buckle. Yesterday, Carol Burton came in not as a scorer, took over for Kathy Bradford and scored 17 points, much like that from the baseline.
Kathy Bradford, a starter that was injured for Massac County, shot outside by Olmstead, not good, and a whistle and a foul on Leslie Hudgens. And you heard Rick Shire talk to us at the start of the game about foul difficulty, and there's the first on his star.
Such a tendency for a big player to want to step inside and establish herself, and in that situation, she didn't make the good move, went over the top.
Leslie Hudgens, 6'3", 160, a 16-year-old junior. This is Swinford outside at the top of the key, and Amy Rink playing the defense on the right side. Leanne Machias, very aggressive, 22 on the near side, nearest us. Here's the lob pass across court, and it goes to Bradford at the top of the key. She sends one up in the lane and good. Joycelyn Bradford.
Bradford and Bramer will switch high and low. They'll rotate through there. They're both very comfortable. Bramer works a little better off the cuts to turn to the basket than does Bradford, however.
4-0, Massac County, the first appearance in the Class A state finals by either of these teams. 10 out of the top is Amy Rink in white. Leanne Machias with the ball now. Machias starts to move and stops. Olmstead is 30 along the baseline to Hudgens. Turnaround one-hander, and she is fouled. Leslie Hudgens inside.
Massac County is trying to double team Hudgens. They've got Bramer and Bradford making a hamburger out of her in that situation. In that case, they drew the foul by reaching over.
There's Rick Shire. Starting five has played together 2 years. He is a graduate of Eureka College. Leslie Hudgens shoots it home. You know, it's interesting to note, Leslie Hudgens shoots 63% from the field, but only 53% from the foul line.
She must have learned from the NBA players.
Next toss is high, around and up and in, and Kaneland gets its first 2 points, and they extend pressure full court.
Now we get their 2-2-1 press. They love to work it with Machias and Rink out in front.
Swinford in the backcourt with Joycelyn Bradford, and they have no trouble with the pressure this time. They've wheeled the ball inside to Bramer for a one-hander off the glass and in.
Frank, that's that move I was talking about. She loves to come across with a side cut, get the ball, and go to the basket. She's very good presence and knows where she is within the lane.
Neither of these teams look intimidated by this being the title game. Machias goes inside to Hudgens, and a violation traveling on Hudgens along the baseline.
And Machias loves to go. She loves to go up in the air before she passes and look for Hudgens. If Hudgens has to put the ball on the floor, she often travels. She's got to get it and shoot it.
All right, we're watching the Kaneland press against Massac County. The Patriots have the ball up in front court, and they lead 6-2 at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. We've just started the girls' Class A title game. Burton tries outside, not good. Bramer rebounds and scores. She's fouled, and it counts. Carol Bramer, who had one of those things, 10 for 10 yesterday. Here she comes again.
We get the shot off the weak side, coming the rebound. Bramer's almost fouls going up against Raquel Slade, but is able to dominate the board, take it up, and is fouled by Slade. Chance for the three-point opportunity.
Carol Bramer, a 6-foot, 160-pound senior, has three-point play, and Massac County, who obviously was an underdog in most people's mind in the start of this game, is ahead 9-2. Hudgens is inside for two, and it's 9-4. That looked easy.
Very, that's their game plan, but Massac County is getting very fast back on defense, and that's taking away a little bit of Kaneland's game.
Karen Anderson wheels the ball down to Carol Burton along the baseline right, and she clears it to Bradford for a jump shot at the line. It's too hard. Burton rebounds and fades. Good.
How'd you like to have her come in for an injured player? She's got 6 points.
How about that? 4 in the early going of this game and 17 yesterday. Leanne Machias, a stop-and-go move and puts it up. Not good. Rebound, foul, jump ball. Jump ball. I thought they might have hooked Joycelyn Bradford with a personal there, but she got her hand on the ball, and she and Missy Olmstead will jump.
That's a good call, often that's called a foul, and it really was just ball.
Well, and not only do you coach some, Ann, you also officiate, so we should let our viewers know you know what you're talking about here.
Well, we all try to officiate.
Anderson has the ball in red for Massac County, up ahead to Swinford. In the front court, Jana Swinford whips the ball to Bradford, and she turns it around to Anderson, baseline left. Now Bradford's in the lane. She's got an 8-footer rolling home. Joycelyn Bradford, who's the tournament's second leading scoring leader, and 3 players have 4 points apiece, and Massac County has a lead. Kaneland calls timeout. 4:56 to play. Massac County by 9. One of your network sponsors, Country Companies Insurance. Kaneland is saying there, what are we going to do about this hot shooting Massac County team?
Well, I just overheard Rick Shire say we're only getting 1 shot. We've got to go to the offensive boards. And I think Leanne Machias has got to take it to the hoop a little bit more.
6 out of 9 shooting for Massac County. A rather fancy 67% to start the game. Left side, Olmstead looking inside to Hudgens. Turnaround one-hander, rolling off, not good. She goes for her own rebound. She's got it off the board and in. Leslie Hudgens. And it's 13-6, and all 6 points by Leslie Hudgens.
And Kaneland switched to a 1-2-1-1 full court press.
Let's see what trouble the Patriots have with this. Not yet any. Outside Jana Swinford, she's but 5'4", but knows how to handle that ball.
They've also switched to 1-3-1 zone defense, half court.
Here's a high shot from the left side, not good. Bradford goes after the rebound. It falls in the hands of Karen Anderson. Now Bramer's inside for 2. Carol Bramer got it down, and it's going to count. And she's fouled. The foul is on Olmstead, I think. Count the goal.
Here goes Anderson up on the shot. It comes off a little bit hard off the front of the rim. Bramer goes up strong for it. Boy, she and Bradford were both inside. Goes up, and she's fouled by Olmstead. The problem with the 1-3-1 often is you're rebounding down underneath, and that right there is exemplifies it.
Bramer just has 7 points early in the game. She only averages 12.8, but she got 22 yesterday. Leanne Machias, the other end in a hurry, and missed. And Burton rebounds long. Running Massac County, they're 9 points ahead. Down to Bradford, steps in, puts it up, and off. Inside position, foul on
Bramer.
Bramer clearing out, and I think the Kaneland bench thought it was going against Hudgens right away. There's Cindy Almendinger, the Massac County coach who attended Murray State, and she coached in Kentucky. Foul was on Bramer, her second foul, and that's a very crucial factor here with 3:50 to play in the first quarter. 15-6, Massac County in red, leading Kaneland in white. Shot is up by Slay, it's short. And the rebound comes down to the Patriots. Pushing the ball up is Carol Burton. Lobs baseline. Look at them throw that ball around. That's Karen Anderson on the left wing. Swinford gives it to Burton. Zone defense for Kaneland stays there. Here's a lob downstairs for Bramer. It's off her fingertips and out of bounds, a little bit long.
It's the first time there's really been any defensive pressure put on Massac County by Kaneland. It seems they seem to be getting more into their rhythm, but they really have to be able to push the ball down the floor. Massac County's taking that away from them.
1 turnover apiece, and Kaneland comes up. It's a 2-3 Massac County zone. Rink gives on the side to Machias. She stops and shoots outside right there.
She needed that shot.
Leanne Machias shows you what kind of shooter she can be. 15-8 is Massac County's lead. They have the ball. Clock coming to 3 minutes. First quarter, Bradford way outside now. This is Burton exchanging with Joycelyn Bradford. Her shot is short. Rebound Olmsted. Clear out pass stolen by Swinford, taken back by Hudgens. Kaneland comes up. Leanne Machias on a swirling dribble. Stops at the foul line and runs it up. Rebound comes down to Carol Burton. Way up ahead to Swinford. The pace is a little faster than I thought it might be, and faster than Rick Shire thought it was going to be, too.
And faster than any coach wants it at the moment because it's out of control.
Helter-skelter, it says. Well, this is title time for one of these two teams. They will be named the 1982 Girls Class A champion, and they will earn it here today. It's a noisy crowd on hand at the Assembly Hall. I'm not sure how to tell you how many people are in this house. A lob downstairs, inside Hudgens for two.
She goes equally well to either side. That was a very nice pass by Leanne Machias.
She has 8 points, Hudgens, and it's 15-10. Now a steal by Kaneland, and here come the Lady Knights back. Here's a whistle, traveling. And it's 3 turnovers on Massac County, now 2 on Kaneland. And the Patriots in red, who for the first time looked a little shaky a couple of times down.
Anytime you make an adjustment, which Rick Shire is very good at doing, you're going to cause a change in the other team.
Rick Shire's record is 120-22 as Machias steals the ball. Hurries down on the left. Baseline turn, shoots, and missed it, but fouled by Janice Swinford. First foul on Swinford.
You get Machias on the left-hand dribble. She prefers to go actually to her left, allowing her to get off the shot to the right side easier. Swinford with her, takes her inside, goes up. Look at that vertical position. She goes up straighter than just about anyone in the tournament.
There she did again and flicked that one in. And Massac County's lead has dwindled to 3.
And this pressure is bothering Massac County.
I'll say it is. They're having trouble against the count right now. They've got to get it into front court. And they're really in trouble. And they just barely beat the clock. On the right, Swinford gives down to Bramer. They've got to go inside and try to get a basket out of Bramer or Bradford. They try Bradford, and Hudgens covered that up. Notice Hudgens asserting herself. Anderson outside, misses. Olmsted tips it inbounds to Kaneland.
The last 3 trips down the floor, Massac County's only gotten 1 shot.
Rink comes up on the left. Amy Rink is number 10 with the ball there. And now Massac County's lead to go down to 1. Kaneland's Olmsted shoots. Go! 15-14. Kaneland's down by 1 and putting on a full court press. And all of a sudden, a 9-point lead is reduced to a mere 1. Bradford in trouble. I'm surprised that Massac County didn't call a timeout, but there's 1 minute now to go in the first period. Bramer gets it off and in.
I believe that's 3 for 3 for Bramer.
And she's got 9 points in the game. If we're right, she's made 13 shots in a row in her last 2 games here. Kaneland taking it slow now. On the left side, Olmsted looks in. Hudgens posting on the left. Raquel Slay posting on the right at high. Looks like they want 1 shot, perhaps. 37 seconds. Massac County is 3 ahead. Yep, that's the strategy. Kaneland wants 1. They'd like to finish this first period of play only 1 point down. Leanne Machias. What a fine-looking basketball player she is. There she is with the ball there, 22. She shoots 78% from the foul line, to give you a little idea of her shooting ability.
She's 43% from the field, too, which an out-shooting guard is very good.
Left baseline, Olmsted goes inside Hudgens. Has the shot blocked by Bradford, but fouled by Bradford. And Joycelyn Bradford thought she got it cleanly, but a foul was called on 32 Bradford. Her first.
The bread and butter play. We got Missy Olmsted in the left baseline. She's looking for the bounce pass inside to Hudgens. It's very good hands that she's developed. She's only a junior. Blocked, but caught her across the arm as she went off after the shot.
2 throws, Leslie Hudgens. First one is rolling in. She has 9 points, and she's made all 3 of her free throw attempts so far. Not bad when you consider she shoots free throws at 53%. Another. In and out. Rebound, Bramer. Massac County by 2. They've got 5, 4, 3. Burton, a 30-footer. Burton short. Rebound is not good, and that's the end of the first quarter of play at the Assembly Hall. Class A title game. Massac County 17, Kaneland 15. One of your network sponsors is Stauffer Chemical Company. You're looking at the 97 Sterling champions of girls basketball, and they were undefeated. Ann, remember that team?
Remember it well in Horton Fieldhouse at the campus of Illinois State University.
The Class A Final 8 this year: Kaneland, Morrison, Manitou Foreman, Quincy Notre Dame, Chatsworth, Seneca, Argenta, and Massac County. And we have the title game here in white. Kaneland in red, Massac County, and Massac leads by 2 after one tight quarter.
The big difference is that Massac County established themselves on the board early, and Kaneland has now come back and dominated in the second part of the first quarter.
Well, let's see what turn this game takes now as Kaneland now shoots for a tie in the game with Amy Rink outside with the ball. Here's Leanne Machias shooting a long right-hander that's right through. Machias puts it home. She has 6. The game is tied at 17. Now let's see if Massac County, the Patriots, can get some of the momentum back. It certainly has. Kaneland's been coming on.
Massac County's got to work Bramer and Joycelyn Bradford inside to be successful. They do not have the outside shooting that Kaneland does.
Coming to the right is Swinford, lobbing inside to Bramer. She steps in, puts it up and in, and just what you were talking about, they work out, and Bramer has an 11-point game going already. Massac County back in the lead by 2. Rink. There's Olmsted. She starts left baseline, goes all the way inside to Hudgens. It's slapped away, and Kaneland still has it. Look at their shooting percentages, almost identical in the first quarter. Free throwing 3 out of 4 for the Knights. That's Kaneland. Rebounding, look at that. The Patriots doubled them, 12-6, and turnovers 4-2. There's your statistics. The ball is turned over on the shot, and here's Massac County downstairs. Burton got inside, but walked first, the 5th turnover.
Massac County was not known as a running team. They showed yesterday in the semifinal game that they could run with a Seneca team that did like to run. They did it very well, but right now, Kaneland has the speed to go with them.
Kaneland has the ball. The first school to advance both its boys and girls team to the Assembly Hall in the same year was Peoria Richwoods in 1980. Kaneland and East St. Louis Lincoln are the second and third teams to advance both teams to the state tournament in the same year, and we'll have East St. Louis Lincoln tonight. Well, then again, Chicago Marshall makes it another. Of course, I'm looking at the list here and missed the Commandos, who did it, of course, this year, so we've had 4 now. Pardon me, Dorothy Gators and the Marshall Commandos. Okay, 19-17, Massac County in the lead. 6:33 to go in this first half of play. This is Burton outside.
Got Kaneland in a 2-3 zone and Massac County in a corresponding 1-2-2 zone.
Kaneland gets the shot off from the left. It's Anderson, and the rebound comes to Olmsted, and Kaneland County is starting to come back on the boards. Look at Machias in high gear. Has the ball poked away from behind and picked up by Burton. And here she comes the other way. Burton comes down on the left. Now they can look inside to Bramer, who's posted up against Hudgens down there. Stripped by Olmsted and picked off. And now Kaneland comes back up.
Massac County is really having a difficult time working the ball inside.
Well, it looked in some of the earlier games like Kaneland will make an omelet out of this whole field, but they were not able to do so in the early going here against Massac. Here's the shot outside by Machias, rebounded by Bramer. And Bramer has it for the Patriots in red. They're 2 ahead. Let's see if they're more patient now. Swinford outside between the rings, goes left. Here's the ball stolen nicely by Amy Rink, and Machias picked it off.
Coach Rick Shire says she's one of the best defensive players on the team. It helps out Machias when she goes for extra moves and leaves a spot open. Rink takes it up.
Here's Machias going downstairs to Hudgens. The ball lost off her leg and out of bounds. And it does look like Leslie Hudgens is much more effective when she can catch it, plant, and shoot without putting it down.
It's a very difficult pass to catch because you're catching it over your shoulder with your back actually turned to the ball.
5:10 to go in the first half. Massac County in red leading by 2 over Kaneland for the Class A Girls State Championship. Burton goes baseline right, wheels the ball over the rainbow pass to Bradford. And now Burton tries. It is not good. Who's got the rebound? Karen Anderson for 2. Her first bucket of the game, and Massac County leads by 4.
She's very good at getting inside from the weak side off of a shot. She's kind of unsung. You don't notice her a whole lot, but she does an excellent job for Coach Cindy Almendinger.
Let's see what we have here. We have Raquel Slay coming to the high post. Hudgens is down low. Olmsted's on the left, and we've stayed in zone defenses on both sides, all the way. Machias juggles the ball and gives it back to Rink. Kaneland trying to figure out the zone defense, the 2-3 of Massac County. Here's Olmsted trying a 12-foot jump shot, and she banked in.
She had a little trouble yesterday getting so deep on the baseline that she wasn't able to bank or use the shot. She was behind the backboard, but today she's getting better position on that.
She averages 10 points and 7 rebounds a game. Inside it goes to Bramer. She's a shooting machine. She missed that one, though. The rebound's outside. Anderson picked that up and is fouled by Kaneland. Good scrappy work on the glass by Massac County, and the foul is called on Raquel Slay, her second.
And again, that's Karen Anderson getting in there in the weak side after the shot. She's very, very good at slipping inside. And that's a talent that's very difficult to teach people.
She's a strong player. Well, the free throw is up, rolling off.
She's playing against two girls, Missy Olmsted, who's 5'11", or 6 foot, and Raquel Slay, who's 5'10", and she's only 5'7" herself. So she's got to get good position.
Here's the shot, up and home. Wait a minute, it doesn't count. There's a violation.
Well, actually, a double violation, but it was Joycelyn Bradford first, so it goes against her team.
All right, so there is a tough break for Massac County. They lose the ball, and Kaneland has it down by 2. 4 minutes to play in the first half, and Coach Almendinger of Massac County told us last night, I want this for my seniors. They've been together 4 years, 4 of them. And Kaneland comes with Machias inside to Hudgens, and she shot it up, and a whistle, 3-second violation on Leslie Hudgens. That's the 6th turnover on Kaneland. Massac County unofficially with 7. Swinford in trouble in the back, gets it to Bramer. Nicely to the middle, and Burton clears. Not having much trouble right now.
No, not at all.
Burton throws those pop-up passes, but they find their mark. Here's the shot partially blocked by Hudgens. Here's Bradford fighting for it, and picked up by Massac County. Burton, right corner. It's Bradford, and now is Anderson. Swinford's outside. She won't shoot much. Burton does. Good. Oh. Carol Burton. That's 6 points for Carol Burton.
She exhibits so much confidence, and you're talking about a 6th player coming on there.
Remember, 5'9" Kathy Bradford, the sister of Joycelyn Bradford, was injured and didn't start, and Burton's in for her. There's Hudgens down low, working it in.
Bread and butter right there. Leanne Machias on the drive and the dump down to Leslie Hudgens.
It's like they draw it on the diagram. It's the 3-minute mark. It's 23-21 Massac County, and they have the ball. Hudgens, by the way, for Kaneland with 11 points here in the first half. Anderson has a free hand for a moment, doesn't take it. Burton's alone. She looks, jumps, and shoots. Missed that. Who's got it? Carol Burton again. Now Anderson. They're letting Burton have the shot over here on the right wing. They're not challenging her quite like I thought they might. Bramer's along baseline. They'll cover her up.
I'm kind of surprised that they're not taking inside against Hudgens. It'd be nice to get her in foul trouble. They got a foul on her without a minute to go, and they haven't taken it against her since.
That's correct. She got a foul in the first minute of the game, and she's still with 1. There's Anderson. Bradford comes across. Swinford shoots. Good! Jana Swinford. She doesn't shoot often, but she found the bottom of the net that time. And Massac County back with a 4-point lead with 2:10 to go in the first half. Much closer game than lots of people surmised as we talked to around this assembly hall. I would judge the crowd in around 5,000. Machias' shot is off, no good. Excuse me, and the rebound to Anderson.
We've got Massac County coming down with the ball. Swinford popped one in the last time, and now she's looking for Bramer underneath, loses the ball and brings it back out the top.
All right, Burton. Oh, look at Leanne Machias with good slick hands. Pick that one off. She's coming all the way down on a left-hand dribble. She scored, but it won't count because she was fouled first by Jana Swinford. And there's what you were pointing out. She likes that left-handed dribble.
She really does. People actually thought yesterday that she was left-handed, but it's very common now to see a right-handed player like to go off the left-hand dribble. She can come up straight and pull the ball across and get it off actually quicker than if she shot from the right-hand side.
For Massac County, number 12, Sandy Wynn, a 5'4", 16-year-old junior, just checked into their lineup. And you're looking at Leanne Machias. Her right-hander is in. Massac County has lost to Marion. They lost to the Kentucky State champion Marshall County and twice to El Dorado. Then they avenged those losses to El Dorado with a 51-49 victory in the El Dorado sectional.
What an emotional victory that was. Of course, El Dorado was here last year.
And had a very excellent team again this year. 1:35 to play. First half, Massac County has the ball, leading by 3. Clenched fist play is called out by Sandy Wynn. Let's see, maybe that's a one-shot designation. I don't know. There's a lot of time left. Now she put her finger up, signaling 1. So it looks like that's what they want. Coming on the right, Leanne Machias steals the ball, but fouled Sandy Wynn. And the first foul on Machias. She's aggressive.
She's very aggressive, yet she very rarely fouls. Machias plays the top of this zone. We've got the substitute here at the top of the key looking for the dribble and the bounce pass. Machias very quick. There she goes, but she actually got her with the body. It wasn't the hand foul that they called.
Sandy Wynn goes to the free throw line, and we should point out, too, Ann, that the girls play the exact same rules the boys do in high school basketball in Illinois. Free throw is missed, but Carol Bramer is fouled on the rebound.
Frank, yesterday in the semifinal game with 1 minute to go, Hudgens picked up her second foul and almost picked up her third. Here we go again with almost a minute to go, and she picks that up. Sometimes it's a very tough decision whether to take out your big player in this situation.
Oh, wait a minute. They gave that foul to Raquel Slay, who's now got 3, and I'm not sure that Raquel in reality made the foul, but she is coming out with 3 personals. And number 50, Patty Hara, a 5'9" sophomore, is into the lineup for Kaneland. So it's 3 fouls on Raquel Slay, the class valedictorian. Free throw is up and in for Carol Bramer.
Now, Patty Hara came in on the semi-state game against Walter Lutheran and played an excellent game when Hudgens got into foul trouble, so she's used to playing in these situations.
There's Bramer with 12 points. Her team leads by 4. And now the injured player we've been talking about, Kathy Bradford, number 10, her teammates call her Nip, has come into the game. They were telling you last night they won one for Nip.
That's correct. When they went out on the floor last night, that they said they were winning this one for Nip.
Here's the free throw by Bramer, rolling away. Hudgens battles, but Bradford has it to sister Kathy Bradford. Joycelyn and Kathy are sisters. There's Joycelyn with the ball now. Kathy Bradford's left-hand shot, not good, but she is fouled. And court, and she's going to shoot as the foul was on Amy Rink.
It's a really good situation. You've got a minute to go. You've got a chance to see whether Kathy can play in this situation and whether she can move up and down the floor, but not much time to have to utilize her.
Good move by Cindy Almendinger, coach of Massac County, who coached in Kentucky previously.
Just hate to see a player at this stage of the game, having played such a fantastic year, be injured, not be able to compete.
Massac County leads by 4 in spite of the fact they're 2 for 8 free throwing. There's a 2 for 9, and Hudgens rebounds for Kaneland. A minute and 3 seconds left. Look at Machias, left-hand dribble, motors in the front court, slapped away from behind, but she's got it back, steps in, puts it up, and no good. Hudgens goes for the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Joycelyn Bradford. And now there's a whistle and a timeout on the court with 56 seconds to go. We've called a timeout. The score, Massac County by 4. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research. The 1978 girls state basketball champions, Joliet, with a record of 29-2.
And Coach Joe Strite.
All right, we've got 56 seconds to play in the first half. Kaneland, there you're looking at, they're down all of their starters in the top 10% academically of their respective classes, and I think that's quite a tribute. They combine the academics with the athletics.
The concern is there for that too, but as well, it's a lot easier to coach athletes who have very good intelligence levels because of their discipline.
Amy Rink, number 10, is on your screen. She'll throw the ball inbounds for Kaneland. They're 4 points behind. Leanne Machias, baseline, steps in along that baseline. Her shot hit the side of the board. She lobs it back for Hudgens, who puts it in.
It's like a Bruce Douglas play.
There's a very, very intelligent play by Machias, who lobbed the ball back inbounds to Leslie Hudgens, and Hudgens has 13 points. It's a 2-point game. Wynn sends it inside to Joycelyn Bradford for 2.
Oh.
Nice shot by Joycelyn Bradford.
She went over to the 6'3" Leslie Hudgens to do it as well.
6 points for Joycelyn. 28-24 with 27 seconds left. Well, we guessed 5,000. It's 48-46 they're selling us in the house right now. And they'll get excited. It'll grow as we have tonight. We have the champions of Class AA. That'll be Marshall and East St. Louis Lincoln. This is Machias, 17-footer, bouncing in.
A very important basket.
9 points, and the game is a 2-pointer. 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the shot. Off the glass by Sandy Wynn at the buzzer. And that's the end of the first half from the Assembly Hall in the girls' Class A title game. We've got ourselves a honey of a battle going with Massac County 28, Kaneland 26, and one of your network sponsors is Stauffer Chemical Company. Now we go to the voice of the Assembly Hall for the 3rd and 4th place honors. Here's Tom Trent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to midcourt for the presentation of the 3rd and 4th place teams and individual awards for the 1982 Girls Class A State Basketball Tournament. Making the presentations will be members of the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors and administrative staff.
Favorite team coming in, and their scoring is done by only 3 players. Hudgens with 13, Leanne Machias with 9, and Missy Olmstead with 4.
We wouldn't expect to see Amy Rink score particularly. She runs the offense, but Slay has been noticeably silent, and that's crucial, and it's partly because she's got 3 fouls.
3 personal fouls on Raquel Slay. For Massac County, a little more balance in numbers, but Bramer Carol Bramer, the center, with 12 points. That's Joycelyn Bradford with 6, Anderson with 2, Swinford with 2, and Carol Burton, who's starting in place of the other Bradford girl, with 6 points and a big lift again.
Very, very balanced scoring, and I think the tail of the tape is really on the boards.
There's the team stats with the Kaneland Knights shooting 48% to the Patriots 46%. Free throwing is 4 of 6 for Kaneland and 2 of 8 for the Patriots. However, a mighty, mighty statistic in the game. Massac County with 22 rebounds. The Knights of Kaneland with only 11 rebounds. And remember, it's Kaneland that has the 6'3", 6 foot up front against 6 foot, 6 foot. And turnovers 8 for the Patriots and 6 for the Knights.
We've got to give a lot of credit to Massac County. They are getting an excellent position underneath the boards and only allowing Kaneland 1 shot. They're taking away that dump pass because they're putting some pressure on Machias, and Machias has not been able to get off her shot, and her shooting percentage is poor as a result. Massac County's defense has been excellent.
Stay with us. We'll have an exciting second half of the Class A girls title game. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Join us for a fanciful hour.
5 times, their record appearances, but they have never won the title. East St. Louis, of course, was the 1980 championship team, and Marshall would like to take one home.
And we should point out to the fans that both these teams have ripped up everybody they've played this year, except they played each other. And Marshall won 57-55. The rematch is tonight for the Double-A title, and there's some extremely good talent on both sides there. The attendance figure we gave you of 4,846 for this game is 9 people short of the all-time Class A attendance record for a championship game. The record is 48-55. That was in 1980 for the Class A tournament. So we have a good house on hand, and it's a noisy one, and there's the band from Florida doing their fine job, too. What do you think Kaneland's going to do differently in this second half, if anything, Ann?
The thing Kaneland has not been able to do is to be able to push the ball up the floor with some speed so they can work Machias on the move. They've not been able to do that. Credit that to Massac County. I think they need to try to establish that game. They also have to work Hudgens inside and get some scoring out of Slay. Massac County has got to continue their inside game, and they need a couple of outside buckets by Burton and Swinford to continue opening up that middle.
Both these teams in their first appearance in the state finals, and they have come to one half of basketball. Massac County in red leads by 2, and there's the tip. It comes over to Massac County.
They've controlled both tips in this game so far.
Here's the ball going inside to Carol Bramer. She shoves it up off the glass. It's not good, and the rebound comes down to Kaneland. Coming up the right, Kaneland has Olmstead shot along the baseline going down. Missy Olmstead had no hesitation, and she slapped one in.
Rick Scher is a very good bench coach. He's very good at making adjustments, and there we saw a little bit quicker tempo off of Amy Rink, who usually slows it down.
The game is tied at 28, and Massac County has trouble in the backcourt. They don't save it, and the violation turns the ball over to Kaneland.
Kaneland has never led. With this possession, there is a possibility that they could take the lead.
That would be psychologically a very big advantage, especially how many coaches tell us that the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half is one of the key times of a game. Down low, Missy Olmstead, underhand shot. Hudgens rebounds and scores.
Not only did Missy Olmstead drive underneath, but Hudgens was able to get position, and no one blocked her out. We've got Massac County standing around under there.
And a 15-point game for Leslie Hudgens. And Kaneland has its first lead, 30-28 at the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. Now, let's see what Massac County can do about getting themselves a tie. Left side, Karen Anderson is 15. Janice Swinford is outside with the ball, 25, and that's Carol Burton. Missing long rebound. Coming down, here comes Machias. Look at the tempo picked up by the Knights. Baseline, Machias, a runner that doesn't go, and the rebound is nicely pulled out of there by Joycelyn Bradford. Here's Swinford in the front court, comes to the left. Burton, will she take another shot? She goes to her right and gives the ball to Bradford. Back to Swinford.
Massac County's moving better underneath. They're going to go to Joycelyn.
They try the shot, the pass inside, and the turnover is number 10 on Massac County. And Kaneland has a 2-point lead in the ball. Massac County still hasn't scored here in the second half. Hudgens, turnaround one-hander, doesn't go, but she walked first.
She's not as effective out high. She has a little bit of trouble with her footing.
Both these teams playing with a good deal of confidence in this game. Of course, you have to be optimistic when you have the kind of talent these teams. It's kind of like the guy that does a crossword puzzle in ink, you know, optimistic. Here's Bradford cutting across the lane, and Swinford's at the top of the key. On the right side, the pass intended for Karen Anderson is astray, and 2 passes in a row by Massac County. No good.
And last night, Cindy Allmendinger talked about unforced errors. Things when defense wasn't causing it. That was an unforced error. Just simply threw the ball out of bounds. That's 2.
And the personality of the coach of Massac County is to sit quietly on the bench. She makes her moves, but she says, I'm not a ranter or raver. Here's the shot by Leanne Machias. Is down from the right wing, and Massac County says timeout. 5:36 to play in the third, and Kaneland, who never led in the first half, leads by 4 in the third quarter. One of your network sponsors, Stauffer Chemical Company. Earl's girls, huh?
Coach Gene Earl.
Coach, and there you're looking at Cindy Allmendinger, the head coach of Massac County, whose team is now down by 4 since Kaneland had 8 consecutive points since Massac County led by 4.
Massac County's got to go to their stars. They've got to go to Bradford and Bramer and get a bucket right here.
Bradford coming to the right with the ball. They're looking down there for Bramer, but it's tapped away by Kaneland. And Massac County is not as aggressive, is not as fired up is the word, enthusiastic it seems. Just not, they're playing with less emotion here in this quarter.
Very tentative. It seems like they're afraid to make a mistake rather than cause something that's going to be good. You've got to go after it at this point.
Bradford turns around at the foul line and slings it up. That's not her normal shot. And Kaneland has the ball and the momentum. Raquel Slay clears it out to Amy Rink. And Kaneland in white has a 4-point lead, and Massac County still has not scored in the third quarter. 4:50 on the clock. Whistle. And a foul on Massac County's Carol Burton.
We reach-in foul there when Leanne Machias changed and went on the left-hand dribble.
Well, something good is going to have to happen shortly here for Massac County, because Kaneland can press the throttle on you. On the right, Leanne Machias, stop and pop. You see that rattle out? Missy Olmstead steps in along the baseline. Hudgens rebounds this time and score.
3 shot opportunities. They were only getting 1 in the first half. That's crucial. And Massac County is not stepping inside on the rebounds.
Have to block out at 17 points for Hudgens. Massac County's down by 6 with the ball. Swinford way outside. It is short. Look at the rebounding. It's all going Kaneland's way. And Massac County is in trouble as Kaneland has rallied here behind Leanne Machias, Leslie Huggins, Raquel Slay, Missy Olmstead, and Amy Rink. Right side, Machias. See that little move and then a shot right home. Leanne Machias has 13 in between the two. Machias and Hudgens, 30 points. That's 2 more than Massac County.
Massac County's got to go to Bramer inside, let her get the bucket that she's comfortable with.
Bradford missed. Bradford rebounded and scored. Joycelyn Bradford knocked it in. She has 8.
And there was some aggressiveness. Bradford was standing back on her shots before. She took that shot, but followed very well to get her own rebound and got up for 2.
And Massac County has its only 2 points of the quarter and gets a turnover as Amy Rink is called for traveling.
Could be a 4-point swing here for Massac County.
And they're down by 6. They were down by 8. They led at the first quarter by 2. They led at half by 2. Now they're trying to cut the lead to 4. It's been a seesaw affair inside Bradford. Bramer is post low. Burton shoots. It's rolling good. Carol Burton, and you saw her hands extended, were 8 points. She said, thank you, Lord. On the right side it goes. Inside now to Leslie Hudgens.
Nice hands by Anderson.
Slapping the ball away was Karen Anderson.
Just shows how a good offensive output at one end will cause a good defensive effort at the other end. Much more aggressive, much more quickness, just more confidence.
When those kinds of things happen, coaches don't know what to do. Their team goes flat, and coaches say things like, Lord, give me patience, and give it to me right now. 3 minutes to go in the third, and Kaneland leads Massac County by 4. The Patriots in red with the basketball, looking at a 2-3 zone. It looks like they're following Joycelyn Bradford a little more closely now as the Patriots try to go inside to Bramer, and it's tapped away, and they award the ball to Kaneland. And it looked like to me that Kaneland had its hand on that pass. Somebody from Massac County must have hit the ball. The 12th turnover on the Patriots. Only 8 against Kaneland so far. All right. Kaneland the ball. Rink at the point. High post Slay looking in. Olmstead bounce pass. Hudgens turnaround is home, but it won't count. 3-second violation called on Kaneland.
That was Raquel Slay coming in from the weak side to establish a position for the rebounding. Got called for the 3 seconds.
Kaneland's boys came to the Class A tournament, were beaten in the quarterfinals by Havana. Kaneland's girls are in the title game and leading by 4. Joycelyn Bradford's shot is too hard. And a whistle on the rebound. Looks like Raquel Slade just picked up her 4th foul.
Got Joycelyn Bradford from the right side. Up Missy Olmstead trying to block it, and unsuccessful. Goes off the back of the rim. There's Bramer inside blockout position, and Slade backs into her. Good call on the foul.
High lob to Swinford outside. Well, they're trying to get the ball to Carol Bramer inside, and it's not going to work because Kaneland's really covering her up. So they go to Bradford instead for a bumper.
And that's where she's effective, right inside off the pass. She keeps the ball up very well, doesn't bring it down.
Joycelyn Bradford with 10. Now a 2-point game at 2-minute mark in the 3rd. Lob inside. Hudgens is there.
Oh, gets the roll.
Leslie Hudgens with 19 points. She averages 19.9, also 10 rebounds a game. And now you see why she shoots 63% from the field. Point blank, she's deadly. Inside baseline, goes back outside to Bradford. Steps in the paint for a one-hander that's short. Who's got the rebound? Jump ball.
Coach Shire breathes a sigh of relief because he was afraid that Slade was going to pick up her 5th foul before he could get her out of there.
And Raquel Slade does go out of the game. And let's see who checked in for Kaneland. 34, Nancy Fedderson, a 5'10 senior. Here's the ball on the floor, picked up by Leanne Machias. She steps all the way home. Machias with the basket. And she has 15 points in the game, and Kaneland's got a 6-point lead back. Now a steal by Leanne Machias, and the game turns on her aggressiveness. I think she might be the most aggressive player in the game.
She's definitely a very confident player, too. She'd rather play with pressure than in an easy situation.
Here she comes. Short. Nice rebound, Burton. Massac County tries to run. A minute 2. All the way. Burton's layup. Oh, but look at Bramer rebound. And a whistle. Another jump ball.
Nice move by Carol Burton. A hesitation dribble. Went to her left side. Tried to put it. Not quite enough wrist action, but Bramer was right there for the rebound.
Looked like a little scoop shot. We were being blocked out as she went to the glass, but Bramer has a 6-foot for Massac County, and this is going to be Missy Olmstead. She's 6 foot for Kaneland. And the tip comes out. Swinford. Under a minute now in the 3rd quarter. Kaneland leads by 6. Massac County's got to hit a hoop. They've had an icy 3rd quarter. Whistle, foul on Leanne Machias. That's her 2nd. And that's no foul difficulty this late in the game. But she would be a problem for Rick Shire if Kaneland lost her. Karen Anderson's in the corner. They're looking to go inside. They've got Bramer low, Bradford high. Burton is called for walking.
Drug her pivot foot as she went into the charge. Would have been a charge probably had she not.
See if you agree here, Ann. There's Swinford. There's the pass across.
We've got Carol with the ball. Yep, little skip step as she went. Good call by the official.
All right.
She doesn't believe it, however.
She said, what? All right. We come to the right. Good reaction shot there by Carol Burton, who cannot believe the call. Now Kaneland wants one shot. They're under a half a minute here with 25 seconds. And Kaneland leads by 6 points in the Class A title game. Remember, tonight at 8, Marshall of Chicago, Lincoln of East St. Louis.
What a game that's going to be.
You bet. Machias with the ball. Who will get that last shot? Ooh, Bradford nearly stole the pass and then blocked and foul. Joycelyn Bradford was everywhere on defense for a moment. But she fouled Leanne Machias. No, they don't call the foul on her. They call it on Karen Anderson, 15. And Bradford reacted like they called it on her.
Now we're getting an argument as to who had the foul was on.
Well, they're not calling it a shooting violation, and Rick Shire says, huh?
Huh.
At any rate, it's Kaneland's ball. 8 seconds. 7. Machias in the lane. Puts it up. Olmstead rebounds. Foul on Bradford with 4 seconds. A tough break for the Patriots because Bradford got the ball but also hit the wrist. Watch.
It's a really tough sequence coming through. We've got Machias going up on the shot. She actually got fouled there, coming back off the rim. There's Olmstead with the ball and time to put it up. Bradford catches her across the left arm.
Only the 2nd foul on Joycelyn Bradford. And this is Melissa Missy Olmstead. 6 points in the game.
A lot of talk by both coaches about foul trouble, and the only one that's been in foul trouble has been Slay, who wasn't expected to have any problem.
Olmstead shoots free throws at 58%. Now look, I see, twists that ball and then shoots them both in. And Kaneland leads by 8. Can Massac County get a shot off with 4 seconds? Bradford's got to throw it the length of the court, and that's, oh, just short. That's the end of 3 periods of play. Now it's Kaneland 42, Massac County 34. One of your network sponsors, DeKalb Ag Research. 1980, the class, the Benton Rangerettes with a record of 25-6. And who will it be in 1982? It'll be Kaneland in the white. And the fans really are up on the Kaneland side over there. And Massac County answers with the fans of its own. Massac County in the red. 1 quarter left. Kaneland leads by 8 points, and they start with the ball.
Indicates the way things have gone in the third quarter. That's the first tip Massac County has lost.
Look at Olmsted's shot, no good. Now in the third quarter, Kaneland outscored Massac County 16-6 to go from 2 down at the half to 8 ahead at the end of 3. Now Massac County has plenty of time to come back. They'll have to go inside and have to be successful shooting.
They've got to get Bramer back into the game. She's been noticeably silent for a whole quarter.
And she is a powerful player inside and a good rebounder. And a foul on Kaneland as Bradford started to the glass with the ball. There you see the clock, and there you see at the end of 3 periods the Knights of Kaneland with 49% shooting. And look how close that rebound battle is now. Free throwing still favors the Knights, and turnovers still favor the Knights. So Kaneland has all the best of it statistically and on the scoreboard too. There's Bramer, blocked by Hudgens. Well, they got it into Bramer, but Hudgens said not this time and pushed the rejection button. And Machias comes up with a left-hand dribble. And playing all those AA schools and that good competition close to Chicago and DeKalb has helped Kaneland because they were down in the first 2 quarters. Now they've rallied. Oh, Bradford making, she has good anticipation, and she's waiting there for that pass to go inside.
That was a big steal right there. They've got to convert this at the other end, however, and I think it's got to be Bramer because she's got to have confidence in her shot and know that she can put it in.
Swinford's at the top of the key, looking in. On the
Hudgens
right.
is doing a good job on her inside, holding her out.
Bramer posting up low. They wheel it in there, and it's intercepted. Olmsted and Machias teamed up to get the ball, and Kaneland has it back. They can afford to be very patient, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They have gone to somewhat of a delayed game at times. I'm not sure if Rickshire wants to put that wrinkle in because it can take away from your momentum.
That's Nancy Pedersen, 34, top of the key. And Machias comes with her left hand. She stopped and is fouled by Carol Burton. Burton's second personal. Kaneland made up of Elburn, Caneville, Virgil, Maple Park, and Sugar Grove in Kane County.
We've got Raquel Slay into line up back in for Nancy Pedersen.
All right. And Slay checks back in with 4 fouls. 6:20 to go. Massac County is on defense now in red. They're from Metropolis. That may or may not be the home of Superman, but it is the home of this fine girls Class A basketball team. But they've got themselves a hill to climb now at 42-34, and Kaneland feels it. Here's Olmsted missing, but look at Hudgens' rebound and miss. Oh, right in at point blank. She missed that one, and she is called for a foul.
Good rebounding position there by Carol Bramer. Shot went up by Missy Olmsted, and the rebound comes off to Hudgens. It goes off a little hard off the rim, comes back down, and then tries to rebound her own shot and goes over the top of Carol Bramer.
Only the third foul on Hudgens. Now make it the second officially. Second foul. It goes down low, intended for Bramer.
Boy, Frank, things underneath are really getting tough. Bramer's got somebody hanging on to her practically all the time when she cuts to the lane.
Has Bramer got any range at all? They could bring her out away from the basket a little bit?
She's got a really nice shot, but she's not. They don't usually bring her out with their offense.
Well, they may have to go to Joycelyn Bradford then around the lane area. Here's Amy Rink losing the handle and called for double dribble. So the turnover gives it back to Massac County, and no one scored here in the final period yet. The 11th turnover on Kaneland, and Massac County says, let's talk this over. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remain to be played. Kaneland leading by 8. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. You're watching along our network line. We hope you're enjoying the Class A title game. Frank Bissoni and N. Penstone on WHBF Rock Island, WRAU Peoria, WQRF Rockford, KHQA Quincy, WSIL Harrisburg, WICS Springfield, WICD Champaign, WTTW Chicago. All right. Joycelyn Bradford starts to the right and comes back to Janice Winford. Look at the defense.
There's been no scoring in the fourth quarter, and Massac County has to score here. Oh, big foul.
I don't know who it was on. Carol Burton, I believe, on the floor, but Leanne Machias wanted that ball, and she ripped it away from her, and Burton was called for the personal.
Forget the loose ball. They're both fighting for it. They're both trying to, but actually Machias' body position caused that foul. She swings her elbows very well once she comes up with it. You don't want to get in the way.
Well, we've used the word aggressive to describe her, and I think that's fair. She averages 16.8 points a game, is a 78% foul shooter, and she looks like she knows what she's doing.
You know, there are players when you watch them that absolutely will not be denied, and she is one of them. I can think of Faith Mimnaugh last year from Elk Grove was one of those players, and Connie Erickson from Niles West.
Free throw up and in. Remember Linda Martin shooting exhibition for Richwoods one year when she wouldn't be denied in her shooting game. 44-34, Kaneland over Massac County.
Kaneland in a 1-2-2, which has a lot more pressure out top. It's going to be harder for Massac County, but they can work inside better if they can move the ball quick.
Massac County's got to hit its shots, and Joycelyn Bradford starts them off with a runner from the right side. It's 44-36. We've got 5 minutes to go in the game, and Kaneland protects its lead. There comes Machias, blocked and fouled by Joycelyn Bradford. The third foul on Joycelyn.
Massac County did not get back on defense as quickly this time. You've got Machias on the dribble. She loves to cross over at the top of the key, drives in, will go up, look for the dump. Joycelyn Bradford catches her across the arm.
Notice on the replay nicely how she came with the left hand, and she squares up and plants herself. She goes straight up. Free throw.
It's somewhat easier to square up, I feel, from that position than it is actually going from the right.
I've always thought that, but then I've never been a good player. Next free throw, up and out, and the rebound comes to Bradford. 45-36, Kaneland by 9. Massac County's got time, but they have to get the shots down and in a row. Karen Anderson passed one up. Swinford does too, and she wheels the ball to Bradford. She wants to look to score. Burton comes to the right for a shot along the baseline. Rebound, Bramer, good. Carol Bramer finally got one through there. It's 13 points for her, but they're first in the second half.
She had not scored since the second quarter.
That's a big key in the game. It's 45-38. Pressure's extended. Bradford, but Machias roars by on the right, gives downstairs to Hudgens for a layup.
There's the value of Machias. She's got so much speed that they had to bring up Bramer to try to protect her, and she was able to leave Hudgens open for the shot.
Hudgens has 21 points, and that's the value of being able to see the whole court. On the dribble down, there's Bramer, posts low. She's got the ball, turns in traffic, scored, won't count. Fouled first. Well, that was a good shot she made in some heavy traffic. Missy Olmsted fouled her. Watch.
Got Anderson on the cross-court deep pass to Bramer. Almost fouled there by Hudgens. Tries it back in, loses her balance. That's quite a block when you've got Missy Olmsted at 6 foot and Leslie Hudgens at 6'3", putting you in the middle.
Just a whisker from a three-point play. Carol Bramer shoots one in bonus. They call the foul when she turned. Missed it.
Frank Bradford's bucket was the first point for Massac County in 5 minutes of play.
No wonder they're down 47-38.
But they're not out of it.
Not out of it. Clock under 4 now. Machias and Rink exchange outside. Kaneland in the white, leading by 9.
Massac County in a man-to-man.
Here's Slay in the lane. Rolls around, comes out. Look at Hudgens.
Oh.
Leslie Hudgens rebounds and scores in 23 points, and like the volleyball net. She was up there she patted it right in. Biggest lead of the game is on the board now. It's 11 points by Kaneland, and who's the foul on?
I think that's going to be on Leslie Hudgens, fouling Joycelyn Bradford.
Hudgens now has 3 personals.
And here Coach Rick Scheyer going, keep the feet moving. Don't play defense with your hands.
Well, that's a common coaching idea. Defense, move your feet, not your hands, or at least move both.
Wait till you see Marshall play with their feet tonight. Holy smokes.
And there's nothing too slow about the Tigerettes from East St. Louis Lincoln. Both those teams play with the throttle open 200%. Joycelyn Bradford and Massac County must have all these shots now. They got that one. 49-39. 3:33 is all that's left in the season in Class A basketball in Illinois. Missy Olmsted has been a valuable player for Kaneland. She comes in the backcourt and helps out. She's rebounds. She has a way with the... Here's another good rebounder, Raquel Slay, who's been slowed in this game with personals. Machias gives the ball to Olmsted, 3:16. Let's see how aggressive Massac County can be defensively here.
We're going to get the delay game here.
They've got to go out and push the pressure on man-to-man or player-to-player if you prefer. Here is Olmsted starting to the right, comes to the key. Hudgens, 5-footer, banked in.
Nice shot.
25 points for Leslie Hudgens, and she is the tournament scoring leader. She is a force to be reckoned with. She's only a junior. Inside, Bradford's going to shoot. Home. 51 to 41, but 2:47, and now Massac County's enemy is the clock as much as Kaneland. Look at Machias handle that ball. Wheels to the left, goes by one, and then a pass down to Hudgens, steps in, missed, but she's fouled. And that play is almost impossible for these Class A teams to stop because Hudgens gets to places in the O-zone that the other players can't get to.
He's already higher to begin with, and she does jump fairly well. Machias on the good vertical jump, she looks for Hudgens. She's very, very aware that she's looking for Hudgens, but the thing that makes her effective is because she can score also from that position, so they have to pick her up.
She keeps her long arms extended, and at 6'3", at only 16 years old, has another year, and Rick Shire likes that. Free throw is not good. She has another. Kaneland's lead is 10 points, and now Massac County wants to call timeout. 2:37 to go. Massac County down 10. One of your network sponsors, Stauffer Chemical Company. In 1980, East St. Louis Lincoln was an undefeated state Class AA champion. Tonight, they're trying to add another AA title, but they're up against undefeated Chicago Marshall. Well, let's see. Ken Hartman, helping us out on the statistics here, points out that the most points in a Class A title game is 52 by Benton in 1980. Kaneland has 51, Massac County 41, and there's 2:37 left.
Seems sure to be broken in this game, Frank.
Well, it can be tied right here as Leslie Hudgens steps to the foul line. She has already scored 25 points in the game, and she has a free throw.
Both these teams have really had outstanding seniors. I know Cindy Allmendinger has been there 4 years with her 4-year senior, so it's been quite an emotional season for her.
Hudgens misses this one, and Karen Anderson rebounds, and Massac County's looking at a hurry-up time now. Swinford didn't shoot. Maybe she should have. She goes inside to Bradford, who missed it, and Machias rebounds for Kaneland. And Kaneland's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to protect its lead and win its state title. They're 31-1. Only lost Joliet East, a Class AA power. They lost that game 55 to 43. Missy Olmstead with the ball. Shakes and moves and gives it back out to Amy Rink. The clock is on the side of Kaneland. Inside Hudgens, turnaround one-hander. Looked like an instant replay. We've seen it all day, but she missed that one. Under 2 minutes now, and Massac County's got to hurry. They've got to get the shot off. Swinford's alone. Inside Bradford, another shot is short. Look at Hudgens' rebound. Stolen. Bramer is fouled, and that was made possible by Joycelyn Bradford's hand on the ball. Came back to Bramer, and see if you can see it.
She's had an excellent tournament. There's the ball coming off the rim. Hudgens with it. Joycelyn Bradford, nice block, comes down into Bramer's hand, and then Hudgens fouls her on the shot.
It's Carol Bramer, B-R-E-M-E-R, pronounced Bramer, at the line. 4 fouls on Hudgens now, and Bramer misses, and it may be too late to get that foul trouble. It's 13 points for Bramer in the game.
Coach Allmendinger said that Carol Bramer was not playing particularly well until the state series, and she's just come along and been an outstanding player for them.
She sure has down here. She missed 2 free throws that time, and Massac County is staring down the barrel, 51 to 41. They're only 3 of 12 foul shooting, and oh, what a difference it would have made if they could have hit their free throws.
They'd be up by 2.
They made them all. They'd be in the lead. Even if they missed 2, it'd be a tie. Here's the shot by Olmstead. Is down. Missy Olmstead has 10 points in the game, and Kaneland has all but put it away.
Coach Rick Shire's going, don't shoot. He doesn't want any shots going up.
So the coaches go, don't. Nice shot. Swinford shoots outside. It's bouncing, no good. There's the force. Leslie Hudgens inside, out to Amy Rink, and she is fouled by Karen Anderson. And at 1:05, Kaneland knows something special is about to happen to them.
Probably one of the most underrated players out on the floor. Amy Rink doesn't score. She's averaging, I think, 1.5 points per game. But what she does defensively and what she does as a complimentary and passing player, you just can't write that up.
There's Cindy Allmendinger of Murray State, coach of Massac County. What a wonderful season. They're 21-4 at the moment. The loss here would make them 21-5 and second in the state.
Oh.
Free throw is not good, and a whistle. It's still 1-1. The violation was on Massac County. Somebody stumbled into the lane, and Amy Rink there on your screen with another. Now, if Kaneland wins this game, they will have the most wins by a state champion with 32. Chicago Christian, the 81 Class A champ, won 31 games, and so did the AA champion East St. Louis Lincoln and the AA winner in 81 Elk Grove. So when East St. Louis Lincoln won 32 games in 79, they finished second to Niles West. Marshall won 31 in 81. But here it's Kaneland with 1 minute to protect a 12-point lead, and they will have a championship at 32-1. And the Kaneland crowd is up, and Leanne Machias puts on the moves. Look at her go. Foul in the backcourt on Janice Winford.
48 seconds of bruises and tears left to go. It's you know, there's nothing like this at this position. And Kaneland was the favorite. And when you're the favorite to win the state championship, the pressure is just tremendous.
And coming into the game for Massac County, 13, Shelley Logeman, a 6-foot sophomore. 22 is Susan Anderson, a 5'9" sophomore, the sister of Karen Anderson, who came out. There went Joycelyn Bradford. We'll be back in a moment. One of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research. Leanne Machias made both free throws. Kaneland 55-41. 20 points for Machias. Kaneland with the ball.
What a nice gesture. Both coaches have put in substitutes so they can have the feeling of playing in the state championship Class A basketball game.
For Kaneland, the subs, D.D. Didier, Paula Beyer, Janet Andrew, Nancy Fedderson, Sue Baldridge, Patty Hera, all getting some action. There's Missy Olmstead coming out, and our Leanne Machias coming out, giving her coach Rick Shire a hug. For Massac County, Kathy Bradford already played. They got Shelley Logeman, Charlotte Giltner, Susan Anderson, Marinda Panzing, and Helen Rhimes. Free throw is not good by Missy Olmstead, and now 55-41. Kaneland's lead. There's the pass, and Massac County clears it out. Helen Rhimes with the ball in the backcourt. Charlotte Giltner coming up. 20 seconds left. Helen Rhimes way outside, looking inside. They had a high lob pass kicked away by Kaneland and picked up by the victorious Lady Knights. And they're going to get a timeout with 12 seconds left because they want some more substitutions in. And you have to be able to understand that. We'll be back in a moment. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. Back at the Assembly Hall, Kaneland has 12 seconds left to protect their 55-41 lead, which of course is academic at this point. Kaneland with the ball. Didier gives over on the right there to Paula Beyer. Here's the shot out of the corner, missed. Rebound comes to Janet Andrew. Her shot is no good, and there's the buzzer. Kaneland's Lady Knights are the state champions in Class A. Frank Bissoni and Ann Penstone from Assembly Hall, where Kaneland has just won the girls' Class A championship. One of your network sponsors, Stauffer Chemical Company. Says it's Kaneland's Lady Knights now at 32-1, the champions, and Massac County second. For the award presentations, let's go to Tom Trent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to midcourt for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual awards for the 1982 Girls Class A State Basketball Tournament. Making the presentations will be members of the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors and administrative staff. Presenting medallions to the squad members of the second place team will be Mr. Gail Borton of Frankfort High School in West Frankfort, who serves the IHSA as a director, and Dr. Joseph Sergio of Steinmetz High School in Chicago, who serves the IHSA as president of the board. At this time, please meet the Patriots of Massac County High School in Metropolis, who finished the 1982 season in second place with a final record of 21-5. The head coach, correction. First of all, we'd like to introduce the principal, Sidney Sexton. The head coach of the Patriots, Cindy Almendinger. Assistant coach, Alan Cherry. Number 15, Karen Anderson. Number 25, Jana Swinford. Number 32, Joycelyn Bradford. Number 10, Kathy Bradford. Number 34, Carol Bramer. Number 11, Carol Burton. Number 12, Sandy Wynn. Number 13, Shelley Logeman. Number 24, Charla Giltner. Number 22, Susan Anderson. Number 14, Helen Rhimes. Number 20, Mirinda Pansing. Manager Cindy Harris. Manager Emmy Krempaski. Presenting the second place trophy will be Mr. John Delling of Watseka High School, who serves the IHSA as vice president of the board. Will head coach Cindy Almendinger and the captains of the Patriots step forward to receive the second place trophy.
The Massac County Patriots finishing the season at 21-5, and congratulations, the Patriots from Metropolis.
Presenting medallions to the squad members of the first place team will be Dr. Nicholas Manos of Niles West High School in Skokie, who serves the IHSA as director, and Charlene Brenberg, who serves the IHSA and as an assistant executive secretary. At this time, please meet the Lady Knights of Kaneland High School in Maple Park, who finished the 1982 season in first place with a final record of 32 wins, only one loss. The principal of Kaneland, W.K. Robinson. Head coach, Rick Shire. Assistant coach, Richard Rink. Number 10, Amy Rink. Number 14, Dee Dee Didier. Number 20, Paula Byer. Number 22, Leanne Machias. Number 24, Janet Andrew. Number 30, Melissa Olmstead. Number 34, Nancy Fedderson. Number 40, Raquel Slay. Number 42, Leslie Hudgens. Number 44, Sue Baldridge. Number 50, Patty Hara. Manager, Judy Whitney. And scorer, Kara Petrie. The championship trophy will be presented by Mr. LeVere Astroff, who serves the IHSA as executive secretary. Will head coach Rick Shire and the captains of the Lady Knights step forward and receive the championship trophy.
And there you have it, the 1982 Class A state champions, Kaneland of Maple Park, holding their championship trophy aloft and with great pride, showing number one all throughout the state of Illinois.
And a final reminder at the meeting of the ICA GWS basketball coaches.
The scoring wrap-up for you for Kaneland Knights. We've got Leanne Machias leading with 20 points, Melissa Olmstead with 10, and Leslie Hudgens with 25. Total score of 55. For Massac County, we had Burton with 8, Anderson with 2, Swinford with 2, Bradford with 15, and Bramer with 14. Total score 41. Final score 55 to 41. That's a wrap up. The field goal percentage 22 of 47 for the Knights, 47%. A good comeback after the first half. 39% for the Patriots, 61% at the line for the Knights, 23% for the Patriots, and a big comeback in the rebound, 31 to 35. Now here's Frank Pisoni with an interview.
Well, thank you very much, and we're with the coach of the winners, Kaneland, Rick Shire. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. I tell you, the band's playing Celebration back there. That's what's going to happen. This is fantastic.
Rick, Kaneland won the second half of the game, 29 to 13. What'd you tell them at the half?
Well, I said we got to get inside a little bit more, and I said we got to cut off 34 up at the elbow. She was open all day. Their big kids just ate us up the first quarter. We adjusted, luckily, that second half, and we kind of took it to them a little bit. We were kind of out of sync there that first half, and I don't know, why, but we got back into it, thank goodness.
You did something also about the rebounding because you were down way in the first half in the rebounding total, but you came right back.
Yeah, we just weren't very fundamental that first half. We made mistake after mistake, turnover after turnover. We weren't getting position defensively on the rebound. The kids just weren't doing the fundamental things the last half. They turned it around for us, Frank.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got yourself a fine basketball team, no question about it, and your big center is back again.
Yes, she is. She's a great kid, works hard at, and we're glad she is.
I thought you had a lot of aggressive play out there, especially out of Leanne Machias, and your team was just much more aggressive the second half.
For sure. Our feet were moving defensively, and when you're stagnant defensively, you're going to make fundamental mistakes. Luckily, we got it going.
What about this tournament? What gave you your biggest scare all the way through it down the road? Something we didn't see here in Champaign?
Yes, for sure. Walter Lutheran had us on the ropes in the super sectional. Up in the semi-state, Morrison about got us. We didn't play well. Al McGuire always says there's down ticks and up ticks. We were in the down ticks at that time, but we brought her back.
Let's say hello to a couple of these young ladies. Congratulations, girls. Here are the Kaneland girls, as you can see, and you can tell right now how they're feeling. Here comes the trophy. They're going to bring the trophy down. If we can ask you just for a moment, Missy Olmstead here is 30, Leslie Hudgens is 42, and let me ask one quick question of you both here. First of all, you were behind at the half, and you won the second half 29 to 13. What happened in that locker room at halftime?
Well, us seniors, we decided, hey, this is our last game. We're going for it. No, everybody decided, our last game of our career. Go for it. There's no turning back. Go out. Go for blood.
Leslie?
And we did it for our coach, too. We dedicated this game to our coach.
What's the feeling like now?
I'm so happy. I don't know. I can't say anything. I'm just so happy.
All right, talk about your coach for a minute.
We'd never be anywhere like we are right now without him. He's done, I know he is. He is. And that's, like he turned us around last year. We were supposed to win maybe 3 games, and we ended up only losing 3 games or something. Yeah. She didn't even know what a basketball was her freshman year.
And now you're back next year, and what's for an encore?
We'll do it again. We're doing it.
Have we got any more time, producer? Oh, thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you. There's Kaneland, the girls from Kaneland, the state champions in Class A. Thank you all very much. And here comes Cindy Almendinger of Massac County. And Cindy, your team deserves a lot of credit. Only one other team finished higher in the whole state.
That's right, and we played against a super team today, and our girls have nothing to be ashamed of. They've done a great job all season, and I'm just real excited and glad for them.
I'd like to ask you, Cindy, do you think that the rebounding in the second half was the key, the fact that you couldn't keep them off the boards?
Yeah, I think so. Carol Bramer just couldn't get in on that one big gal, and they were popping it in there, and their guard is something else. She's fantastic, and they played well the second half. They came out, and they wanted it, and they got it.
Carol Bramer didn't score until about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. She was silent in the third quarter, and I know that her scoring would have been crucial for you.
Yeah, that hurt us. But all in all, the whole experience of just being up here and for the girls to go this far, it's just they've done a tremendous job, and I just really like them. Just a whole lot. It's been great.
You've really had a lot of community support. We noticed a big rooting section from Metropolis here.
Well, I tell you, you know, it's a long way down to Massac County and Metropolis. We're right on the Ohio River. And so I just appreciate all the fans and the school and the people in the community that have helped us out this year. And they've just done a super job. And just them being here shows us that they really care about us.
Coach, you said you want to do it for the seniors. They've been on this floor. Some 300 teams have not, and those seniors and you with your 4-year career have just had an outstanding finish.
Yeah, I'm just so happy for them, so excited for them, I just don't know what to do.
Well, we can tell you congratulations and thanks for stopping by and chatting with us.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
That's the coach, Cindy Almendinger of Massac County, second in the state of Illinois, and we'll let you go teammates now in the locker room. One of the jobs we have to do before we wrap this up, Ann Penstone, is to talk about tonight's championship game in Class AA. That'll feature Chicago's Commandos of Dorothy Gators. They're undefeated against Ernest Riggins Club from East St. Louis Lincoln. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, Dorothy Gators has said that you cannot make up for size. She'd rather have a big team, but she has an extremely quick team. She's going to have to take her speed against East St. Louis's size. They both have similar styles, and it's going to be the matchups inside that will determine that game.
Can we talk about, just for a moment, since you've seen these teams, some of the players that'll be involved in that game? Who are some of the keys on these two teams tonight, East St. Louis Lincoln, Chicago Marshall?
Well, for Chicago Marshall, you've got Jennifer Jones, who's a consensus All-American. You've got Marie Christian, who runs things inside. She's probably the quickest player I've ever seen in the tournament. Tina Hutchinson from East St. Louis is the next premier player in the state. She's 6'3", outstanding. And also outside for them, they've got a very small 5'2" Tina Harris. They're going to be working Tony Wallace, who's 6'4" and the biggest player ever for East St. Louis, 6'3" Tina Hutchinson, and 6'1". They've got a huge front line.
Well, this should be an outstanding game, and I hope our fans can join us. Let's run over the final scoring once again for the victorious Kaneland Knights. Leanne Machias had 20 points, Missy Olmstead with 10. Leslie Hudgens had 25, and there's not enough to say about the people who put the points on the board. Those three did a great job, and certainly Machias had a lot to do with the success of Hudgens inside.
She sets up everything by being able to be effective from outside and able to dump off to Hudgens inside.
Okay, let's take a look at the scoring quickly now for Massac County. They were led in scoring by Joycelyn Bradford with 15. Carol Bramer had 14. 2 for Swinford, 2 for Anderson, and 8 for Carol Burton. And again, the factor that Carol Bramer was unable to score in the second half had a lot to do with Kaneland winning the Class A title.
They actually had better balance in scoring, but they needed more scoring from their two big people, Joycelyn Bradford and also from Carol Bramer.
Why don't you give, you have the game statistics, so why don't we quickly mention those for those folks that would like to know them, and we have the totals.
So you got field goal percentage for Kaneland was 22 for 47. That's a 47% shooting average. Their free throws 11 for 18, 6-11. Massac County, on the other hand, was very down in the second half, 19 for 48 for only 39%. Their free throws are what killed them. They were 3 for 13, only 23% from the line, and that would have made a huge difference in the final outcome.
Well, the final outcome was Kaneland, and then again tonight at 8 o'clock, we have a contrast. Today, we had two Class A teams making their first appearance in the finals. We got the veterans here tonight.
Marshall practically makes this their home away from home with their 5th appearance.
And East St. Louis Lincoln is a champion of 1980. I believe that's their 4th.
It's their 4th appearance. They've won it, and I think the biggest pressure is on Marshall, who's never won, having been here 5 times.
We're going to have a track meet tonight?
Only from Marshall's side. East St. Louis says they can run with them. The first time that they played, they were down by 5 with 8 seconds to go and only lost by 2. They also have quickness.
I think the game that you were talking about was at East St. Louis, and Marshall won by 2. Well, we'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Frank Bissoni and Ann Penstone for the entire crew along the line, where today the Class A girls title was won by Kaneland over Massac County.
You've been watching another Illinois High School Association championship event. Your network hosts have been the Stauffer Chemical Company, DeKalb Ag Research, and the more than 750 local DeKalb dealers supplying Illinois farmers with quality hybrid seed, and Country Companies Insurance and the nearly 1,000 Country Companies agents in the state of Illinois.